Hey, what's up everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this really great card trick that you can perform all the time with any deck of cards. So make sure you stick around to learn this one. But before we get into the performance, if you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe with those post notifications on for more card and magic trick performance and tutorial videos like this one. And also guys, I did launch an online store that sells a variety of magic tricks and essential items for any magician. It is called Infinite Magic Tricks and the link will be in the description to infiniteMagicTricks.com. So make sure you check that out if you are interested. And now let's get right into this performance. Okay, so I'm going to start off this trick just by shuffling the deck, mixing up the cards here. I'll also give the pack a couple of cuts as well. At this point, with the deck mixed up, I would have my spectator give me a number between 10 and 20. Let's say they give me the number 16. I would explain to my spectator that I'm going to deal 16 cards from the top of the deck. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now we are going to add the digits of that number together. 1 plus 6 is 7. Now I'm going to deal 7 cards from the top of the deck, and the 7th card is going to be my spectator selection. So this is going to be a completely random card. My spectator did have a free choice in the number there, so now we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 7th card right here is going to be their card. I'm just going to be showing you the selection. I do not want to look at it. Make sure you memorize your card right there. Now, I would ask my spectator just to place this card, in their pocket or in between their hands, just so there's no way that I can get to the card at any point throughout the rest of the trick. Now, from here, I'm going to place the deck of cards in my pocket. And now with the deck of cards in my pocket, I'm going to take off cards from the deck. So now I have a selection, and we're just going to use the number 7, the number that we just used. So I'm going to deal 7 cards from the top of the deck that's in my pocket here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 right here. Now, this is a completely random card because, we started with a shuffled deck. My spectator could have given any number at the start between 10 and 20, and that obviously would change the cards that we have. Now, this is the 7th card from the top. This is going to be my card. I'm going to keep it right here. We are first going to turn over your selection. So in this case, your card is the King of Hearts. Now, check out my card. I'm going to snap my fingers, wave my hand over my card, and you will see that my selection is the soulmate to your selection. The King of Diamonds is the soulmate to the King of Hearts. So guys, that is the trick. If you want to learn how to perform this really amazing effect, definitely stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance. This is a really great card trick because it is easy to perform and it has a powerful effect on your spectators. Now let's get right into the tutorial. So there is a very small setup for this trick. It's easy to make. So all you're going to do to start is take out a pair of soulmates from the deck. It can be any pair of soulmates. I just chose the King of Hearts and the King of Diamonds. It's completely up to you. So once you have removed your pair of soulmates or matching cards, like I said, I'm going to be using the 2 Red Kings. You're going to take one of the cards and place it in your pocket to start. And you do need to be wearing an article of clothing for this trick that has an easily accessible pocket, like a hoodie or a pair of sweatpants, something like that, because it does make the trick easier. So just make sure you keep that in mind. You're going to take your setup card, in this case the King of Diamonds, one of the 2 soulmates. This is going to start off in your pocket, the pocket that you're going to use for the trick. So I'm just going to keep this face down off to the side. And the second soulmate, the other card, is going to be in the 10th position from the top of the deck. So I'm just going to count off 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this card, the other soulmate, goes in the 10th position. So I'm going to place 9 cards on top. And I've just got that card in the 10th position. This is your only setup. Remember, this is in your pocket. Other soulmate card is in the 10th position from the top, and you're good to go. So you can go up to your spectator, do some false cuts. If you don't know how to do any false cuts, I'll leave a link on the screen to me teaching you guys some. You can also do what I did in the performance, which is some false overhand shuffles. So I did some overhand shuffles here, kept this bottom portion here that was on the top, kind of out jogged like this. And when I came over, I pushed down where the separation was, got a thumb break, and then just double undercut this pack right back to the top to keep the order there with that King of Hearts in the 10th position. So I would refrain from doing a riffle shuffle because you could easily mess up that order. At this point, you're gonna have your spectator give you a number between 10 and 20. They can choose any number, but make sure they don't choose 20 or else the trick will not work. So make sure you say between 10 and 20. If they do choose 10, the trick will actually work, but just to eliminate any confusion, just say between 10 and 20, and then they will choose a number between there. So let's say they choose the number 14. you're going to tell your spectator, okay, I'm going to now deal 14 cards from the top of the deck. So you're going to deal these cards on the table just like this, one after another. You're going to count to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're going to pick up the cards, place them on top of the deck. Now you're going to explain to your spectator that you are going to add the digits of their number together to get one number. 1 plus 4 is 5. You're going to now deal 5 cards from the top of the deck. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th card will be that King of Hearts, and it will work for any number between 10 and 20. So that is just a cool self-working, kind of card force there that involves your setup card being in the 10th position to start. You follow those steps, and you will always end with your setup card being their selection. So just have them look at the card. You obviously know it, but you want your spectator to think that you do not know what the card is. So they're going to look, they're going to memorize the King of Hearts. Just tell them to place the card in their pocket because it kind of goes with the theme of this trick. Now, with their selection in their pocket, this is where the main part of the trick comes into play. So pretend this card is in my pocket, guys. Say it's like in my pants pocket or my hoodie pocket. You're going to now need to place the deck of cards directly on top of your prediction card, your selection, and it needs to be facing the same way. So make sure you don't place the cards like face up if the card's face down. So make sure you place it in this going the same way. So all this card's face down, I'm gonna place the deck face down, and here's what you need to do. So you're going to now tell your spectator, okay, the deck's in my pocket. I'm going to deal out cards from the deck that's in my pocket. You can mention that you're taking off cards from the top of the deck. That is fine. And you can just use the same number that we had before. So the first number was 14 and then the second one was 5. I would recommend you use that second number because it's going to be a little bit less and it makes the trick a little bit less tedious. So you can go use the number 5, or you can really have your spectator say another number, but I recommend you just deal with the second one that you got there. So if the number is 5, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to deal off cards from the deck. You're going to take off you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 4 are going to be from the top of the deck, and then the last card, obviously, guys, if it's in your pocket, you're in a better position to grab the card that's on the bottom. The 5th card, or the last number there, whichever one you land on, is going to be their selection. You're going to bring that on top. You're not going to skip a beat or anything like that. Make sure you keep the same pace. Your spectator is obviously not going to see you're taking the bottom-most card in the deck because it is in your pocket. So you have taken out the 5th card. Your spectator thinks, okay, this is also from the top of the deck, but in reality it's from the bottom. You can have them reveal their selection first. It will be the King of Hearts, and you're going to say, okay, check out my card. It was generated from a completely random number if you just use that same number 5. And boom, you will reveal that your selection is somehow the soulmate to their selection. This trick does have a powerful effect. It's really easy to perform. Definitely give it a try. Just kind of play around with you getting comfortable with the cards in your pocket and you taking out cards, because that is an important part of this trick. Just remember, you're taking off cards from the top up until the last number there. So if it was like 6, 4, 5, and then the 6th card you're taking in there right from the bottom of the deck like that. It's going to be easier because it's in your pocket, and boom, you have just completed the trick. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out InfiniteMagicTricks.com if you are in the market for some magic products. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you all in my next one. Peace out.